Hello everyone. Gaming disorder refers to the addiction to gaming which affects your lifestyle, including your mental health and family relationships. So today I'm going to talk about the gaming disorder and what are the ways in which you can overcome this gaming disorder. So the first step is to maintain a gaming log. The log means sort of a reference for you how much time you are spending on gaming or internet surfing. So first of all, specifically about gaming, you track your gaming start and stop time on a sheet of paper. Then add up the total gaming time at the end of each week. So that will give you a tracker on about your gaming schedule, and you will know how much time you spent gaming in virtual world. Second of all, stop trying to complete your games 100%. For example, if you're playing a game and you want to, you get this compulsion that you have to complete it 100%, otherwise, it is no worth. Uh, Tell yourself that nobody cares even if you complete it 50% and leave it at that, because not even other gamers are bothered really. All they're concerned about is gaming and spending time on the game for the thrill and excitement that it provides. So tell yourself from now onwards, whenever you play an internet game, that nobody is trying to get to know about how much you are associated with the game, and whether you are able to complete it 100% or not, and stop trying to complete it to that perfection level. There is no shame in playing the easy mode. This is the third strategy of preventing gaming disorder and trying to get over it if you have one. You have to tell yourself that if you are playing, there are different levels of easy mode, advanced mode. So you most likely, the gamers feel that if they do not play the advanced mode, then they are no worth. So this is another negative thought which you can get over by thinking that there is no shame in playing on the easy mode. Always remember that a game means fun. So if it becomes frustrating or competitive, then it is no fun. It also means that the difference between fun and frustration is a simple decision that you take. The emotional swing between the stress and reward, this is what makes the game so interesting. So start watching how other people are playing games. For example, if you have a cousin or a brother at home who plays, so sometimes just try to watch that person play a game, not really playing yourself, because you are thrilled by playing the game. So an alternative is to watch how other people are playing games, and that ways you can get kind of side thrill or alternative thrill of playing games without going to suffer the consequences of playing for long hours. Also, you can go on a gaming detox of not playing for a day and then playing. So don't keep it a perfection schedule that you have to play every day. You can play for one day and then you can go off for 2 3 days and try out some other nice activities, so that can help you in preventing a gaming disorder. Lastly, figure out what you are trying to escape from. For example, it could be some long term assignment which you are trying to procrastinate, and then you are spending time on gaming. So, try to think about those things which you are trying to escape and try to get over them. So, there is a lesson that you learn from a good video game, which is that your life is a game. So, to play the game of life successfully, we must train our imagination and think that this is a gaming which is, if I go overboard with it, then it might be linked to my depression, It might lead me to anxiety or some other disorder or mental health problem. So try to tell yourself that, and in order to feel relaxed, you can try out some relaxation and try out some alternative activities to keep yourself engaged healthily. Thank you so much.